Hi there everyone. We wanted to produce this public information video to inform you of the process and procedures that are in place for when you arrive at the Academy for your COVID test. Hopefully the video will go some way to reducing the anxiety. We know that many of you won't have done any testing at all so far. We want to reduce the anxiety. It is a simple and painless procedure, and we want to train you as well in how to administer the test. This will be particularly important as you take your first 2 or 3 tests on site, but also as we move to home testing as well. It is really important that we get as many of you as possible tested. This will help keep you safe, keep your friends safe, and keep members of staff safe. As I say, it's a painless process, and we'd like as many of you to provide consent and take part in the test as possible. When you come to the Academy for your test on the 4th, 5th, 8th or 9th of March, you must arrive at the Barton Gate, where you will be met and directed to the testing centre. On arrival to the test centre, you'll need to join the queue. Ensure you remain 2 metres away from everybody else. Keep your face covering on.
Hello, my name is Linda Hall and I'm the Senior Operations Manager at the Academy. When you arrive for your test, you will be welcomed here at our testing centre, which is located in the dance studio. When you arrive at the testing centre, you will be met and greeted by one of our receptionists. The receptionist will hand you a registration card that looks like this. This registration card contains your name and your tutor group and several barcodes which need to remain attached to the card. You will then make your way to the front of the holding area with your registration card and wait to be allocated one of our testing bays. When you arrive at the testing bay, you will be greeted by one of our processors. You will then be asked to remove your face mask, which you will place on your knee. Then you will need to sanitise your hands. Take a tissue and blow your nose gently. This then is placed in the yellow bin next to you. You will need to pass your registration card to the processor. The processor will then pass you a swab. This is the swab that will be used to test from the back of your throat and up one nostril. To open the swab, you need to pull it apart gently, removing the swab, placing the paper in the bin and being sure that you do not let the cotton ball end of the swab touch anything. You then need to use the mirror and you need to swab the back of your throat where your tonsils are for 10 seconds. That is around 5 seconds up and down on each side of your throat. Be careful when you're doing this not to touch either your cheeks or your tongue. You will then use the same swab to go up one nostril until you just feel the top of your nostril, and then put it around your nostril about 4 or 5 times. So that will look a little bit like this. When you've done this, you can replace the mirror, and then you will be asked to place this swab without touching anything else into the test tube. And that is the test finished. The last thing you will be asked to do is to once again sanitise your hands. Take your face mask from your knee and place that again over your face, making sure that your nose and your mouth are covered. When your test is completed, you will be asked to exit through one of our exit doors, making sure that you follow our one-way system. You will then be met by another member of staff who will then guide you of the Academy site.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this brief information video. I hope it has informed you of the process and gone some way to alleviate any concerns you or your child may have about COVID-19 testing. We have received an overwhelming response with over 90% of you giving consent for testing. This will help keep children and adults in the community and in the Academy safer than they would have otherwise been. Many thanks and stay safe.